Welcome back to the Havoc Rundown. I'm your host, Justin, and we've got a killer episode lined up for you tonight. We're diving into the upcoming June 7th NHRL event, what to expect, what we're excited about, and how it could shake up the fantasy standings. Joining us is a very special guest, current Fantasy League leader and Team Brandeis battler, Dan Dischino. Whether you're chasing him in standings or just want insight from the top, this is one episode that you're not going to want to miss. But, of course, I'm not alone. We have two sitting out, and we have one special guest joining us. So, returning with his trademark stats, spicy opinions, and a game segment that's bound to mess with our heads, give it up for Ryan Hunter.
Oh, this is a number game. I'm excited.
Bringing the latest from the builder trenches and more than a few bold takes from the community side of things, it's Ashley Beckman.
Well, hello there.
Running the freestyle arena and tonight's wild card voice of reason. She's ready to shake things up. Welcome, Megan Winter.
Hello, hello.
And joining us tonight, our special guest. He's one of the sharpest minds in the Havoc fantasy scene, a key part of Team Brandeis, and currently sitting at the very top of our fantasy league standings. Whether he's crunching numbers, picking sleeper bots, or battling in the box, this guy knows how to win from every angle. Please welcome Dan Dischino.
Hey,
hi, Dan.
How's it going?
Hi,
Good.
Hi, Dan.
Hi.
And as everyone that's listened to the podcast knows, we're going to go from intros, and which is our front of the house, and then we're going to turn that weird corner and go into Ryan's game corner. We're trying something new tonight with Ryan's latest invention, Over and Under, which he says is a stat-based game. So, Ryan, why don't you take it away and tell everyone how this is going to work?
All right. Welcome to the game corner. All right. So we're going to play Over Under tonight. Here's how it works. I'm going to throw out a statistic. It could be referencing anything in combat robotics. Then I'll give you a comparable statistic, and your job is to tell me whether you think that statistic is over or under the original number. This is just higher or lower than the original number. Say over if you think it's higher, under if you think it's lower. Simple, right? All right. Get it right, boom, you get a point. Get it wrong, no points. And here's the fun twist. If more of you get it wrong than right, the house gets a point.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can't be a stat game without
me. No.
It can't be a stats game without the house getting a point.
Literally, he has to get points somehow.
Yeah.
We need to destroy the house.
Yes. And now we have an even number and everything like that. So it should be fun. So everybody gets every single round. I have 5 rounds. Everybody gets to tell me over or under. Everybody get the game?
Yep.
So we can't even game the house. If we have an odd amount, we can always make sure. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, so it kind of worked out for me tonight. So this is good.
Funny how that works.
Okay, so we are going to start with the first round. Listen very closely to what I say. Silent Spring has the longest ever winning streak at NHRL with a whopping 17 fights. Silent X, its sister bot, has 13 winning streak. Does Jeff Waters' bot Supreme Ruler have over or under Silent X's streak of 13 wins?
You just gotta throw a random fun fact in there in the beginning to throw us off?
Yes.
Yeah, right?
All right. Listening is hard. All right.
I'm gonna go with my gut
going first?
on all.
How are we doing that? Can Dan go first for every round?
How about this time? Let's start with Justin, because Justin said he was about to throw out a guess.
Hey Dan, can I copy your homework?
I know that I'm not gonna have. I know that I'm not gonna have the facts on probably any of these. So I think I'm just gonna go with my gut, and my gut is telling me under. So I'm gonna go with under on this one.
Okay, Justin goes under. And
Yeah.
would you like to tell me?
Last time I remember looking at this page, which I have done multiple times,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that it was under.
Okay.
I think Silent X was third. Because I think it was Silent Spring, Lynx, Silent X. Oh, but this
Okay.
I love
All
that.
right. Dan goes with under. We have 2 unders so far.
I'm like 60% confident in this one. Like I'm
Ashley,
it was a coin flip.
are you over or are you under?
No, I'm going with the under. This is
Okay.
my own gut before anybody's answers. I'm not copying Dan, I promise.
Okay, so far we have 3 people saying under. So if under is wrong, the house gets a point.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay, Megan.
I'm gonna flip a pog to decide this.
Okay.
Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
The true Vegas way to figure it out.
I love this.
I'm gonna break tradition and go with over.
Okay. Megan
pog has
goes with
spoken.
over.
Okay.
So once again, I am going to read out Silent Spring has the longest ever winning streak at NHRL with a whopping 17 fights. Silent X, its sister bot, has 13 winning streak. Does Jeff Waters' Spot Supreme Ruler have over or under Silent X's streak? The answer is over. Supreme Ruler has 16. Has a streak of 16.
Rip.
Yes!
Megan gets a point.
But so Ryan still doesn't get the point though.
No, I do
No,
get a
Ryan
point.
gets the
'cause
point.
All of you said, yeah. All of you said 3
Because
people
more
said under.
people said.
We
You want me in
Yeah.
with them?
Yeah.
Can I just
Wait,
cash
so
out
what
my
happens
winnings
if
and
there's
go
a
home?
Probably.
Okay.
What happens if there's
Trying
a
to make
tie
it
though?
track
What happens if
but-
if it's 2 and 2?
I get no point.
Wait.
Okay.
So if we go 2 and 2 the whole time, Ryan can't get any more points.
So what I'm hearing
Yes.
is that
All right, next question. Let's go.
Okay. The fastest ever KO in a 3-pound fight at NHRL is 4 seconds between impact and banana split. The fastest ever KO in a 12-pound fight is 7 seconds with Toro Jr. versus Solar Plexus. Is the fastest ever KO in a 30-pound fight over or under the time for the 12-second fight? So is the fastest ever KO in a 30-pound fight over or under 7 seconds?
You said 12-second fight. You meant 12-pound fight. Right?
Yeah, the
Wait,
12-pound
fight. Yeah, he meant 12-pound fight. So
Yeah.
so we're over. So is the 30-pound fight over or under 7 seconds? That's what you're saying.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'm not going first this time.
I'll go first.
Ashley.
I think it's over.
Okay, Ashley says over. Dan.
I'm gonna say under.
Dan goes under. Megan.
Let me see. The pog has spoken. Over.
Okay, the Pog has spoken with over.
And I think under. That's
Justin.
2 and 2, right?
Okay,
Good answer.
we are 2-2. The answer is under. Aries versus Lunch Club was 6 seconds. So we have 4 seconds for the 3s, 7 seconds for the 12s, and 6 seconds for the 30s.
Nice.
That's all right. Ryan doesn't get a point. We're good.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna throw
He
away
has
this pog and grab a new one.
One and it's done. It's reality for these pogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Orion
That's like having bad dice when you're playing
is
D&D.
one of Orion is one of the coolest 30-pound robots built by Brandon Bennett Young. It officially has an all-time record of 4 KOs. Is the amount of times it has been KO'd over or under the amount of KOs it has?
Say that one more time.
Orion.
Vorion is one of the coolest 30-pound robots built by Brandon Bennett Young. It officially has an all-time record of 4 knockouts. Is the amount of times it has been knocked out over or under 4? Which is its amount of KOs it's gotten.
And we're
I never
counting
said that you
straight
guys
KOs,
couldn't like talk this out either. If you guys want to talk it out, you can talk it out.
not. Well, we're talking
Yeah,
straight
some
KOs, not
questions.
TOs and KOs, right? Only KOs count.
Well, this is
Okay.
the amount of times it has been KO'd.
No,
Is what
that's
you're
I
going
mean,
over or
like,
under. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if Brandon likes hitting that TO button.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
You haven't thrown in
Birdies
any.
are expensive. He will.
Never go against.
You
What's that?
haven't thrown in any trick questions where the answer
The same.
is the same.
I thought about it. There are no trick questions. No.
That would just be
There is
So-
no
Okay.
even.
Okay.
So there's no underhanded moves.
Nope. I did not make an underhanded move.
No, he just made it so the house can get points.
Yes, I did.
I think I'm
Megan.
gonna go with under. I think Brandon taps out before he can be KO'd.
Okay, Justin says under.
I feel like for balance, I should go over. But
I'm gonna
Do you want to submit over?
Can I change my answer?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Now I'm like super like second guessing everything. Yeah.
I'm submitting under.
All right. Ashley is submitting under. Dan, are you sticking with over or are you going under?
I'll go over.
Okay, Dan goes over.
Mentally, I'm flipping a pog.
Okay.
Get it.
Megan, do you have a pog to flip?
Yes. The pog says under.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh no.
potential for house points here. Brian is one of the coolest 30-pound robots. It officially has an all-time record of 4 KOs in 10 fights. Is the amount of times it has been KO'd over or under? I threw in a little extra there. It is over 5 times. It has been KO'd 5 times.
Oh, goddamn. Okay.
wow.
Okay, Dan gets a point.
That
Okay.
was, I'll be honest.
All right. All right. Another statistic that is very interesting is win percentage. The only perfect 1.0 win percentage in the 12-pound class is Cherry. Maximizer has a win percentage of 0.775. Is Blue Merlin well fed enough to have a win percentage over or under Maximizers?
Over.
Ashley says over.
Does anyone remember
I'm
how
gonna
he
go
did
with
at
over, too.
finals?
Okay.
Say it again, Dan?
Ashley says
Does anyone
Dan, what was
remember
your
how he
question?
did at finals? Like, I don't remember how Blue Marlin did in December. He was something like 12-2 through his first 2, but then I don't know what happened in December.
I think he did okay.
Yeah, right?
I think so,
I
yeah.
don't think he went 0-2. Those fish flags were flying for a little bit.
Let's go over.
okay. Dan says over.
Oh boy. Megan.
All right, I got a fresh pog here.
Okay. All right, Megan.
It says over.
It says over. Potential here. Potential house only points.
Fish don't let me down.
Feed the fish.
The only perfect 1.0 win percentage in the 12-pound class is Cherry. Maximizer has a win percentage of 0.775. Blue Marlin's win percentage is 0.6, which is under Maximizer's win percentage.
Oh,
well.
of course.
This is a bad night for my pog collection.
So, okay. One more, and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, this might be like, just listen. As always, I love names. Let's talk about them.
Oh no.
There are currently 55 Beetleweight robots ranked at NHRL with a name that begins with A. Are there more or less, over or under, that amount of names that begin with the letter P?
The letter B?
P.
The letter P.
P. There are
That's your
55 A-bots in the Beetleweight category. Is there more or less P-bots? This is kind of, okay. Ashley goes under.
Oh, God.
I'm going to say over for balance.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
yesterday.
going to say over as well because I feel like there's a lot of P. A lot of
Okay.
P bots.
Pog says over, but I also think it's biased towards the letter P.
Okay. Megan says over.
Oh boy.
The answer is there are 59 P-bots. So that is points for Ashley, Justin, and Megan.
Oh,
What?
Over.
I
Did
said
you guys
over.
say? Oh, you
Dan
said it.
over.
well, I said
Ashley does not get any points.
Oh, I recorded it wrong. Okay, Ashley does not get points because she is under. And then Dan is over.
Give Dan his points. Please
I
don't.
think, I think Ashley deserves the point for honesty.
that's true.
Okay, we have
Workmanship. With something.
a two-way tie between Dan
And Ryan.
in the house.
Yeah. Quacker.
Oh, boy.
All right, well, that was over under. I don't know. Maybe we'll bring it back. Maybe we won't. Maybe I'll rework it a little bit. I kind of liked it. It's a little out there. Maybe next time we'll do another spelling bee. Who knows?
I'm gonna just go study Dan's notes or something.
All right. Well, now you can all head out of the games corner.
Gee, thanks for having us.
Well, the
Okay,
house didn't win, and that's what's important.
That's what's important.
Yes.
Yeah.
that is
True.
what's
No
important.
outright winning for Ryan. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, a tie is better. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Let's see. So that was Ryan's game corner. Yeah, I enjoyed that game, Ryan. That was pretty good. It's brutal because those kind of things don't stick in your head very much. But yeah, no, it was interesting. Very nice. So that brings us to the June event. We're gonna do a very brief look ahead for June 7th, which is our next NHRL event. So we are going to do this by talking about the bots that we are looking forward to. I have the list up. I'm sure everyone has a couple bots. We'll go with like 112, 130, 113 like we usually do. And then we'll talk about some of the fantasy picks. I'm sure Dan has his eyes on a couple. Our fantasy draft is going to be next Tuesday on June 3rd. So we're going to be figuring out who's going to get what, and the draft list is out. I know, Ryan, you're like at the bottom of everything. So if you want to if you want to talk about the bots that you want and the bots that you realistically think you're going to get, I think that's a good way to do that. So so let's go in reverse order, since threes have a lot more to talk about. Who wants to go first as far as which 30 that you are looking forward to seeing in June?
Banana. Me,
Yes,
I'm gonna go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I want to talk about Phenomenon. Because I always want to talk about Phenomenon. Even though Ryan gives us bad facts, that makes me look bad. Just kidding. We haven't seen Brandon in a couple events. He was out at RCL during May. So I'm excited to just have Phenomenon and Brandon back. I'm sure that all of his upgrades that he's been working on hopefully turn out really well. I know he had some weapon issues the last round, wasn't getting up to speed and things as he wanted, so he went back, did a bunch of tests, and I'm excited to see this newish version.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Brandon. We haven't seen him in a little bit. He's been doing the new Behind the Bots with Jake, which has been a live rewrap show. Is basically, I haven't really been able to catch any live shows yet.
Honestly, I think they're on right now, which is probably why.
Yeah, they keep doing it exactly when we're recording.
And they're both in our Discord, so that is...
about that.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. Yeah, so I haven't been able to watch that, so it'd be nice. It's going to be nice to see them and talk to them about that. So yeah, looking forward to Brandon. I think above Brandon, I'm going to go next, and I'm just going to say Megatron. I mean, we haven't seen Megatron at all this year, and here's Jamison Go bringing Megatron back. If anybody who's listening doesn't know what Megatron is, I don't know how, but that's fine. Megatron is the 30-pound version of Soulblaze, and we see how amazing Soulblaze does the BattleBots. Megatron has a great record here at NHRL, and I am just very excited to see it back for June and see what changes he made, because everyone knows Jamison Go has a twitchy robot finger and doesn't just let the robot be. So he always sees issues, or I don't want to call them issues, but he always sees things that he wants to tweak, and he knows how to tweak them, and it just gets better and better and better. So seeing Megatron, I mean, that is going to be my call out for the winner of 30s. And I'm sorry, Corey, I know Synthesis 30 is there and Phenomenon is there, but Megatron is my call ahead for winner of the 30s for June. So I'm just going to say that. But let's talk to the man who knows how to pick them. Dan, what is your pick for 30s? Who are you excited to see?
Really excited. Both the ones that you mentioned already, and then also I'm excited for Red Storm.
Yes.
I noticed that on the list, and we haven't seen that bot in a hot minute. And I think the last time it was here, it was coming in third at finals, right? Like 2020.
I believe so. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Kevin's made any changes or if he would need to, because the bot's already pretty awesome. But
true.
I don't know. It's one of my favorite control bots that I've ever seen, and it's just very fun to watch him do his thing. And I'm glad that we get to again.
It's got that fun combination of like, it's a really well-driven, and that drive is insane, and it's its own weapon with the lifter and everything like that. I love Kevin's bots. They're always really great.
It's fun to watch.
Oh, yeah. Especially the more powerful that 30s get and the more like well-made and everything that they get, it seems that he can still control them extremely well. Like, it's just like the prettier and nicer you make your robot, the easier it is for him to grab it at this point. I'm looking forward to, I have two that I would love to talk about, but my number one that I want to talk about, I could not find a picture, is Demon Core. Just because, one, I love the reference of Demon Core. The Demon Core was this was like a nuclear test, and it was just this like really nuclear core, and it was at a scientific facility. Forgive me, I don't remember what university it was at, but people just kept dying because they didn't understand nuclear, like the problem, the like getting sick from nuclear, like being near it. And it kept killing people, and that's why it's called the Demon Core.
Wasn't it in a basement or something?
Yes, it was in a basement of like a but this Demon Core is by Brian Casson and is 2-wheel drive, powered full body Melty brain, and that sounds really awesome. And you know what else sounds awesome? Two stroke is back. The gas powered full body shell ring spinner is oh hell yeah. So that's what I'm looking forward to in the 30s. If I can, I will take Demon Core. I'm at the bottom, so that's what I'm thinking.
Are we still here? Hashtag justice for Kratos, or
I mean, Kratos versus the Demon Core.
Yeah.
I think he should be punished and have to take Kratos at every event, whether Kratos is there or not. So
no.
Well, I did read on social media that Miles and Anhad are stepping back from combat robotics to focus on their studies and other things. So I do hope that Kratos continues to live, but I'm not sure what that means.
See what you did, Ryan?
I murdered Kratos.
See what you did? Kratos. You made them so sad that they stepped back from combat robotics. How dare you?
Yeah, which two great minds to be stepping back from combat robotics, but obviously we wish them the best of luck. But I blame Ryan, so.
Yeah, well, you know, the question is second place worth it? I don't know, we'll see. But that's my 30s.
Megan, do you have a third?
Yeah, I'm definitely invested in Demon Core just because Melty Brains are, it's no secret, Melty Brains are my favorite type of combat robot. Every time I see one on the list, I'm like, yep, I gotta draft that thing. I see Melty Brain and I go, that's it. That's my winner. But
Yeah.
I also have a bit of freestyle secret news. So there's a certain 30-pounder who's gonna be back for a rumble, and they're gonna be looking for tiny little bots to munch up. I'll be doing a bigger announcement for this later, but certain 30-pounder is hungry for more victims. So if you hear this first, please prepare your victims.
Nice. We're getting secret freestyle news. I love that. Okay, so let's move on to 12s. Again, theme for this year, we have enough 12s that everyone gets their own 12, which has been amazing for the last couple of events, where 30s is the only one that I have to worry about people, sharing a bot. And it's going to be the same time we don't have enough for everyone to have their own 30, but we have enough to everyone to have their own 12. And the one that I want to talk about that's coming back that probably is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a controversy that is back or whatever, is Full Court. Coleman Christie is bringing Full Court back. We saw That's a Lot of TPU with a very bigger lifter, like it actually had the lifters on the front. So I'm hoping it has more than a chair, but we see how well these big long bots do and how good Coleman is at driving it. It does annoy a lot of people because people are like, oh, it doesn't do a lot of stuff, and it's just annoyance and it just gets in the way. But it is a legal bot. It is a legal strategy. So Coleman is bringing it back. We've seen it go all the way before. So that's my pick. That's what I'm excited to see. Excited, maybe excited is not the right. I am excited to see it. But it's going to be nice to see Full Court back and see the rest of the field. I don't think he's brought it back since this field has been this large. He has a much larger 12-pound field to deal with. So we'll see how that affects, because That's a Lot of TPU got into the round of 8, got into the top 8.
Yep.
So again, we see how great these long SME-like bots are, but we'll see.
And
who wants to go next?
Another interesting thing is Full Court does not have its mini bot either now. As far as I know, he doesn't have his mini bot because the rules have changed.
Right. Yep.
So
because
that's going to be interesting. Yeah, because Nate was driving it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. But a lot of what Nate was doing in the fights before was controlling the opposing mini bot in those fights. So it'll be very interesting. I think if I was Coleman and I was looking to bring Full Court back, after watching That's a Lot of TPU do so well last event, I'd 1000% bring back Full Court and maybe even change it a little bit more to be closer to that front lifter style if That's a Lot of TPU. I'm very interested to see what it's going to look like. I'm going to roll into mine. Fan of the pod, one of our favorite people, Nick Andreas, is bringing Big Era. It's Bagheera, but bigger. I'm looking forward to it. If I could get it, that's my draft pick. I'm picking it. It's not going to be a Kratos thing. I am picking Bagheera. I saw pictures of it. I am super pumped for it. It is big Bagheera, and I love it. It's going to be awesome.
I was surprised. I don't know. Well, I'll wait until the end to see if anyone takes it. But Dan, Ashley, Megan.
I don't want to take Megan, so I want her to go first because I think I know where she's going. But
yeah, I'm looking at the list and I'm seeing another Melty Brain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing Unstick PIs. It looks like wheel drive. Yeah, is that a new one?
It is.
Brand new, untested Melty Brain. I mean, I know that there's usually the 50-50 shot that it works or it doesn't, but when they work, they work.
Yeah.
So I'm invested in that one. Plus, the team name, Team Worm Farmers.
Awesome.
That is a winning team name.
I love DJ. All right, Megan didn't go where I thought she was gonna go, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about Big Frank because
Hell yeah.
Farkas is coming back with a big version of our friend Frank. I literally cannot wait to see this.
It's always a good time when Tom Farkas is there and Tom Farkas is making something new. I'm excited.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Frank brought me so much joy, and so now I also can't picture how truly big he would have to be 12 pounds.
That's
So,
gonna be
I'm
big.
just expecting this monstrous dump truck. So don't let me down, Tom.
Well, how much did regular Frank weigh? Wasn't regular Frank over 3? I could have sworn he was over 3 because he was a walker.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like 4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So times
That's
3.
awesome. That's so awesome.
It's gonna be awesome.
I'm just picturing a Frank the size of the cage. Can barely fit through the door.
Tom Farkas is going to come.
Big Frank.
Now, my biggest question about Big Frank is it going to be wearing a regular-sized hard hat, or is it going to be wearing a really big hard hat?
Hopefully, it's wearing a really small one instead.
Yeah,
Yeah, just with the little 3D printed tiny ones.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
It's the same one as normal size Frank, but just on a much larger Frank.
Sharing hats.
That works.
Okay. Dan?
Have any of you seen the bot Fluffy with a PH?
I have not. No.
So weird.
I feel like it sounds familiar, but I don't feel like my brain recognizes it.
Officially, it's a 2-wheel drive vert, but its vert is it's got these 2 weird little cones off the front that rotate and kind of pick you. It looks like a first robotics mechanism to suck up cubes or something. And
That's sick.
I haven't heard anything about it since it last fought, but I saw that it's registered, and I'm so excited for this because it's so weird.
That's crazy.
That's fantastic.
So
I love weird
inconspicuous type.
Yeah.
2-wheel drive vert.
Yeah.
Hiding more there.
yeah,
Technically, it's vert.
Technically.
yeah. We had that because one of my teammates built Snorkels the Elephant, which was the huge with the weapon the weird way.
Yep.
And we also had this image of okay, it's a 2-wheel drive something, but what is it? It's a bird, but it's a 4-tunnel. It's kind of fun to shoehorn these bots into a taxonomy that doesn't fit them. It's I guess this is what this counts as. Sure, yeah.
For animals. It's fun.
Yeah. Yep, very cool.
But yeah.
Yeah, so I think that was everyone's 12s, right?
Yep.
I'm surprised no one chose Apricot.
Same,
Apricot,
actually. I was leaving it because I figured someone else would.
Yeah,
Team
Eli
Detective
Davis
gonna hurt
from
me, though.
Team Sawblaze is bring a shuffler center mounted. I think Apricot has I remember calling that name. I think Apricot has competed before.
It has.
But yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
it has. Yeah.
It's been a long time, I'm pretty sure.
January
Yeah. And then
2023.
Thomas missed the episode where Blue Marlin is going to be on.
He did. Yes.
At least we don't have to listen to him chanting "Feed the fish." So, that's always
Fish
nice.
flags will be out in full force. We are ready. But I will save the feed the fish for when I'm with Thomas.
Okay,
It's just not
so
the same without him.
Yes, very true. So let's get into the meat and the potatoes of what we, the big chunk of NHRL, which is the 3-pounders. And I'm not going to go first this time. I have a couple in mind, so I want to see what everyone else chooses. Dan, why don't you tell us what 3-pounder are you looking forward to?
So I saw that Dutch Oven is registered.
That was one of mine.
Horrifying.
That's why I was like, I'm not going first because someone's going to choose it.
Yeah. I was I kind of figured it would be on everyone's list, but it's like we gotta talk about this thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Can't not talk about it.
That's horrifying. I don't want to. I don't want to fight it. Mine isn't here personally, but I'm glad I get to just watch it.
Yeah.
My poor friend Sam is gonna have to fight it maybe. But
Yeah, any potential matchup there is just scary.
and it's the fact that they've had time to work on it also is scary, because I feel like they, again, like you're saying about Megatron, like they don't. I feel like Seems Reasonable team doesn't leave bots on shelves and just dust it off and bring it back to a tournament. I feel like there's going to be some new weirdness in here, and I have no idea what it's going to be. So,
Yep.
We'll see.
Yep, I completely agree with that 100%. So, yeah, Dutch Oven was one of the ones that I was looking at. I was like, oh, Dutch Oven is back, which means that hopefully we don't get a melted cage again. So it would be nice.
That would probably be would be bad.
Yeah.
the other one that I had my eye on was Pearl is bringing injection back. It's the overhead saw / hammer saw, which we are seeing a rise in. It's a emerging meta that we've seen a lot of really good bots do really well with. So so injection is coming back. Pearl always has all the branding around it. I think I actually have an injection. I have an injection sticker on my laptop, just because Pearl, they are always so great about that stuff. So very excited to see the overhead injection come back. Ryan, your winner is coming back. I don't know if you want to talk about Paige being back in June,
but
or if you had another one.
I have a question about Dutch Oven.
Yep.
It says that it's a shuffler flamethrower. Was it always a shuffler?
It was last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember it with wheels at some point.
I'm pretty sure it has the regular like Silent X shuffler kind of pod sort of setup. Yes, Jelly Baby is coming back. Awesome. But I want to talk about the bot that if I was high in the picking order, I would 100% just snap up. And that is Monkfish. Monkfish is back.
Yes.
I mean, like, if Monkfish doesn't if somebody doesn't like snap that up for the for points at the beginning for the fantasy league, I don't know. I'm gonna take it. I would love to take it because I mean, at this point, Monkfish qualifies, good for the year. At this point, I can't see a way that Monkfish doesn't come to this event and qualify. So, of course, Jelly Baby did so well last time, got Dumpster and everything. There's so many awesome bots that are coming to this. Isn't this like going to be basically one of the biggest events of the year so far? It's super like, I was even talking to a random, I wear NHRL merch everywhere because that's pretty much the only t-shirts I own at this point. And we were at a plant nursery on Sunday, and a woman comes out of nowhere and goes, "Oh, NHRL, I love NHRL." I'm like, "You need to watch June. June's gonna be awesome."
That's so random.
Yeah, I love it. But yeah, I am looking forward to seeing Monkfish as always, and I would be scared of Monkfish, and I would be scared of Dutch Oven. This is going to be such a good event, especially in the Beatles.
Yeah. Yep, most definitely. Ashley.
Well, I probably would get frowned upon in my old household if I didn't talk about Zach's new 3-pound robot, Lunatic. So we're gonna just go ahead and do that. But like, shout out to Marg, because Emily, I love you, and that thing is scary, and I'm so excited that you're coming to June, and I'm excited to see how Marg does, because like, when Marg originally debuted, it was at NHRL, and Emily had a really rough day. But she's been working now on it for like well over a year, and she's won a couple events out on the Midwest. So I'm super excited that she's coming back with Marg to NHRL. But I'm also excited, obviously, for Zach's new 3-pound robot, Lunatic. He debuted it a couple weekends ago in Ohio, and he won first place in the event. The only loss of the day was a forfeit to our own teammate in Voxel, because it wasn't a fight worth having until the final, and that was the final. So it's very Carmine / impact based beater bar, but it hits hard. Zach's made a few changes since Ohio just to dial things in a little bit more. This is supposed to be his fun robot and not super competitive, but so far it's proving to be pretty good. So I'm excited to see how it does in June.
Cool.
Awesome.
Megan.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Jelly Baby coming back just because that thing is so much fun to watch it fight. But I've noticed something interesting on this list of signups. So if you look down near the bottom, you can see Wheel of Misfortune, a 2-wheel drive powered big-wheeled Melty Brain. So technically speaking, I can draft a Melty Brain from every weight category. Come on, Melty Brain
Hell yeah.
sweep. It's gonna happen.
Hell yeah.
I love this.
Tell the rest of the fantasy league, don't pick the Melty Brains. They are mine. They'll be on my team. I will love them. I will infuse them with victory power. I am the queen of freestyle. I will give them all my queenly energy, and they will win for me.
Oh, man.
Okay, I'll make that a rule. It's written into
You heard that here first, Melty Brain people. Don't disappoint Vegas.
I'm gonna
My
put
royal
that.
decree.
It's gonna be a fine print at the bottom of the fantasy league rules. Just Megan always gets Melty Brains. It's just there.
No. Bold print. Put it at the top.
That is fine print stuff.
Rule number 1. Everyone needs to know this. I feel like just for that speech, you get honorary membership on Team Liftoff.
Thank you. I'll take it.
So, a couple of the other ones that I see just going through this list is, Caldera is back. We always love to see Glenn. Undertaker, I remember that doing that really well. That's a 30. I went too high. Okay.
El Kebab to Chopter. I can't wait for you people at the pit desk to say that all day long.
I will not.
So I know. We love that. We love when they're here. Melon Baller, we love when Melon Baller's here. There's a couple. Pipeline Punch. That's what I was trying to find.
Yep.
I was like, it's up there. Chris is bringing a Power Surge. He has a special shirt that he made to remember Alex on. It's really awesome. I saw it on Facebook the other day. Really looking forward to seeing him come back. Sad Octopus, of course. We talked to Cameron last episode. And family, and then finally we have a new partnership with Seth Schaefer and over at Team Just Cause Robotics. He's bringing shameless self-promotion back, and I cannot wait to see it. So yeah, those are the threes that I am looking forward to, just out of the ones that we didn't talk about. Unga Bunga is also up there. I'm just like going through Turbo Fiend is back. Trigger Beater version 2. Tomahawk, of course. Dustin is Emily's boyfriend, right? Not fiance, boyfriend. Bringing Tomahawk. We saw both of those at the Motorama, and the Tomahawk did really well as well. So looking forward to that. So
Aaron Hill is bringing a overhead saw called Boopster.
It's done really well out on the West Coast.
Yep.
And he's set a few lipos on fire.
Yeah, that one's gonna be fun.
Our billionaire overlord Austin McCourt is bringing another 30-pounder called Jump Rope that is supposedly a 4-wheel drive side-mounted tumbler. I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
I don't know what that means.
Could be anything, really.
Yeah, it's coming from Austin's brand. It could be anything.
Could be a facade for all we know.
Yeah, it could be a tumbler, and all of a sudden it just lets loose, and the tumbler goes, and there's just a jet engine behind the tumbler.
Yep. Yeah.
Who knows? Hey there, bot fans. Are you ready to take your love for the Havoc Rundown to the next level? We've got a ton of ways for you to join the action and support the podcast you love. First, connect with us and fellow robot combat enthusiasts by joining our Discord. It's the perfect place to talk shop, share your favorite bot moments, and stay updated with the latest news and events. Make sure to follow us on Facebook to stay in the loop with episode updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community highlights. It's all happening right there. And if you want to show off your Havoc Rundown pride, check out our merch store on Bonfire. Right now, we've got the official Havoc Rundown logo tee waiting for you. Head to bonfire.com/Havoc-Rundown-T to grab yours today. But wait, there's more. You can also support us directly through our Buy Me a Coffee page at buymeacoffee.com/Havoc Rundown. Every contribution helps to keep the sparks flying and bring you more amazing content. And for the ultimate fans, don't miss our Patreon at patreon.com/Havoc Rundown. As a patron, you'll get exclusive access to bonus content like our Fantasy League drafts, D&D games, special interviews, and other exciting surprises. So what are you waiting for? Join the community, show your support, and keep the gears turning at the Havoc Rundown. We'll see you in the arena.
Just Cuz Robotics brings you the latest and greatest in beetle-weight drive motor technology, the Blitz Light, mini size for mighty drive. At under 45 grams, these are the lightest and smallest 6mm shaft drive motors on the market. Our Blitz Light gear motor includes a fully custom 20mm all-steel gearbox mated to a customized 1604 brushless motor in either 2850 or 3800 kV options. The 29-to-1 gearbox has a super durable chromoly steel 6mm output shaft and M3 threaded face mounting. The Blitz Light can deliver the same peak torque as our awesome Dartbox Dragon brushed motors, but are 37% shorter and 25% lighter weight from brushless power. Make your bot a bit lighter with the Blitz Light, available today at justcuzrobotics.com. That's just C-U-Z robotics.com.
Okay, so that was June. Let's move on. And of course, our signature segment that we have whenever we have a guest on. Sorry, Dan, but you need to answer our 5 in focus questions. So these are 5 questions. We don't have Thomas or Tony tonight. So Ashley has one, Ryan has one, Megan has one, I have one. And then we have one that Thomas will be saying, and he's going to be channeling it through Ashley. So Ashley's going to do her best Thomas impression to read the Thomas question. So that's going to be exciting when it gets there. But Ashley, I have you going first. So why don't you ask Dan your question first?
All right. Since I know you're like all into the stats and you put out these amazing articles, both pre and post NHRL, like what does a post-event day look like for you?
If I'm like staying at home watching the stream, I feel like the next day I'm like, it's weird, I'm like more psyched to go watch stuff than I was like the day before. Like if I'm there in person, then it's like, okay, I gotta drive back and I gotta like recover and everything, and I take a day or two and then I'll do an article. But like if I just like sat there and watched a bunch of fights, I'm like, that was really cool, I want to go watch more fights now. And then so that's why I'll put them out like the day or so after, because I'm like, that's my Sunday a lot of the times.
Totally fair. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Usually we barely get to watch most fights.
Correct.
At the pit desk, and everybody
Until it gets slower.
Until it gets slower, and like we definitely get to watch primetime, and we're super hyped about watching primetime. And we try to like pay attention during the day, but most of the time I really enjoy the stream. Like whenever my day off is that week, I'll have it on in the background and I'll be watching. I'll be like, oh, now I know how that happened. Now I know what this is. Oh, there's that fight of why this spot came up destroyed. That's awesome. Okay, cool. And then I really get to sit and actually enjoy the stream. But that's usually like a couple days after or whatever. But yeah, that's been my tradition of like enjoying it afterwards.
Like my
And
favorite
absorbing it.
during the day, I'll like walk up to people and they're like, "Did you see that?" And I'm like, "No." No, but I'll make sure I watch it back.
I will, but no.
Yeah, it's always fun watching the stream afterwards and going, "Oh, that's why I heard all the cheering and screaming from downstairs."
Yep.
Yeah, day of, there's just so much happening that.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of builders don't get to really watch the stream either when they're there, and it's kind of hard, and you really get to, I love enjoying it on your own time. And even I like to, okay, I could watch like a couple hours and then go do something else and come back and watch another couple hours and everything like that, instead of like just trying to absorb all of it all the way through.
Mm-hmm. It is a lot of, it's a lot of robot fights to just like go through just all at once.
That's one heck of a binge watch right there. You got to space it out into episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Ryan, I have you up next.
Okay. We don't really know that much about you. What got you into combat robotics, and what keeps you engaged in combat robotics?
Getting into it, when I got to college, I had done some robotic stuff in high school, and so I was like, I'll join the robotics club here. And then the people here were really big into BattleBots, and they were like slowly getting into NHRL stuff in like 2021. And so then that sort of became my friend group, and that was our bonding activity, was talking about robots and going to NHRLs, and then it was game over.
What keeps you engaged in it and like really paying attention to it and on it?
I like sports in general.
Yeah.
And I really like I like going through and seeing just like if there's like a pretty normal fight between two robots, that kind of is always going to be inherently interesting to me. Like I can just put that on and be like, that was cool, and then that is true. It's like in general, it's an interesting, like, I guess, product, for lack of a better word, but like, and then also the fact that the sport's at this place where it's like, it kind of feels like it's on the edge of like exploding into mainstream. And like, that's a really cool place for a thing that I go to and care about to be at. Like most of I don't know, if I watch like an NBA game, it's like, it's already everywhere. There's like a basketball court in every city in America.
Yep.
But there's not, like, people don't really know this one. But
Yeah, like we still have the what happens next type of situation.
Yeah.
Oh, like, people know us yet? Like,
Right? Oh.
Yeah.
You don't know what combat robotics is? Here, let me teach you.
Well, I mean, I love, most people, like, when you introduce, are like, oh, BattleBots. And it's like, BattleBots is like, that's like, oh, it's a section. It's over here. Yeah, BattleBots, but like, combat robotics, it's NHRL, it's like all these events and everything like that. I have never once introduced combat robotics to somebody, shown somebody like a fight or something like that, and had them not go, oh, that's really awesome, that's cool, like, how do you do that, like, where is that, you know? And that's something I mean, I love it. That's why I agree. I think the sport's about to blow up, like, in the next couple of years, is going to even go bigger and bigger. I mean, we used to have like less than 50 bots at one point at an NHRL or at, like, a lot of events, and now you wait list on like Boxelmania, which is awesome. It's so cool. Yeah.
It's very fun to see that it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's one of those things where it has to kind of be exponential, of like, more people hear about it, and then they tell their friends, and then each friend tells more friends, and then so it just spreads out like that. And I think we'll get to a point where it's like, you can kind of just say, oh yeah, like, did you see the NHRL stream? And like, people that I don't
know what that means.
Yeah. Sure that like at college, every single person who knew NHRL, I know personally.
Yeah.
Like,
Fair.
I think I think we can get to the point where that isn't true, where you can like strike up a conversation with a random person in a neutral place and just be like, this is cool, and you like this as well. But yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I think that answered your question.
Yeah,
You
it
did very well. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we are gonna now take Thomas on a satellite phone, Dan, to ask a question. Thomas,
Cool.
I think we have you on the line. Can you ask the question?
Yeah. Sure. So, Dan.
Oh, Thomas. I didn't know you were here.
She can't even get through because she's laughing too
I
much.
can't even do it. Okay. All right. So,
Fair.
all right.
What actually?
You know that Tim guy, that chubby unicorn guy? Yeah, you know him. What's it like, or what was it like, having him as an advisor? Did his input at all shape any of your building and designing?
Yeah, it's kind of a lot of it. Because the place the club was, like, as I was coming into it, we were kind of like learning how to build bots at around the same time. He definitely had a ton of like mechanical and electrical background that I just didn't. And so it was like he did a ton of drone stuff, and then also did like I don't think he'll get mad if I get his college major wrong, so I'm just gonna say forget. It's something in engineering. He knows stuff. So it was really nice having someone who knows such things, but then also is learning how to build a combat robot at around the same time. And I will say, definitely shout out to Tim for like his energy and like his excitement for this is probably the reason the club exists, like in the form that it currently does. Because it's like having someone who is like excited and learning a ton and excited to talk about this, and also is in somewhat of a position of power, like is like a staff, not just like one of the students. That's wonderful. That's a big part of why the club has grown.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We just get to see the goofy side of Tim, so it's fun to like know that there is.
Yeah. All right. I don't. It's still the goofy side of Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different page.
Yeah. It's a theme throughout the whole book of Tim, but.
The book of Tim. I love
bring
that.
It up more.
It's the different dimensions of goofiness.
Yes.
Expect nothing less.
Yeah.
Okay. Very awesome. Thank you, Thomas. I think we lost the call though, so Thomas is off the call. So, too bad.
Oh,
Megan. Oh yeah, Ashley's back.
Hi, Ashley.
Oh, hey.
All right.
Thomas was here. You missed him.
Shoot. Every time.
Talk to each other.
He's so sneaky.
That's Thomas for you.
All right. My question is, are there any bots that surprised you by doing a lot better or a lot worse than you predicted?
There's been a couple like this year. For one, the bot I picked, Counterpunch, I knew it was good. I didn't know it was gonna be that good. Like I didn't know that it was like make the finals of the event. But it was changes since the last time that I saw it at their in-house event, and partially I think just it was let loose into this field and just kind of was able to feast on people, and that was exciting. And other bots that did better, Unga Bunga, I had no idea that it was gonna be what it was. I should have read the name because I believe it's the same builder who brought Juggernaut, right?
Something like that.
I think so.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
And it was Juggernaut was like that was a quality bot. I remember it beat one of my teammates they did like a freestyle tournament a while back, like 2023 or something, and that won the freestyle tournament. And it looked really solid, and so should have been like, oh, this is the same archetype, maybe it's like an evolution of that, but I was just like, oh, Unga Bunga, that's funny. And then it like almost qualified. It is still funny, yeah.
It is one of our favorite things to yell out at the pit desk, to be honest.
That's going to be a highlight of the day.
Yeah. To the point where Thomas would walk by and I would go, Unga Bunga, to him as he walked by.
That's a potential Sparky Award. Most
Yeah.
fun name.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
That's a great idea.
Oh, we have to submit that for this year. Sorry, now I'm trying to confirm that Unga Bunga and Juggernaut are the same person.
I remembered it.
Yes, it is the same person. Juggernaut and Unga Bunga are the same builder. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, and it seems like it's just like, oh, what if I took everything that was good about Juggernaut and made it more good?
More good.
Yeah.
My question is, from all of the picks that you have, so how anyone listening, how it's going to work when we go into championships, you get to draft from the pool of bots that you have already drafted. So I don't know if you remember all of the bots that you have drafted so far this year, but what is maybe one in each weight class of the bots that you think are going to do you the best when it comes to championships that you've drafted so far?
Thinking two in particular of, I think I got to get Maximizer in February, which
I believe
I'm
so, yeah.
super happy about. And then Basics as well. Like those are both,
Yeah.
oh my god. We saw, Basics just also got into the finals at Voxelmania.
Basics was second at Boxelmania.
It's not
Wow.
But it was also being driven by Kevin Biagini at Boxelmania. But like, it literally, that bot is insane. That's a good one, Dan.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
yeah,
Yeah. So
that thing makes no sense.
yeah. Your pool so far is Basics, Ratfish, Fragment X, Counterpunch, Rain X, Frog Spawn, Blindside, and Red Flag. Those have been your so far as the 3 pounds are concerned. And the Maximizer you took. Yep, Maximizer was in February. Weather Report, Cherry, and then Inertial.
Oh, Cherry.
And then Goose, you have Emulsifier, which you took in March. Anxiety, and then Dead Rise.
Oh, Dead Rise, another good one. Yes, Dan's stacking them for champ.
Hooray.
Yeah.
I can't
So
believe it's
you
gonna be
have
like a
you have a
hard
good.
choice.
Yeah, you've got a good roster to choose from. So
For sure.
Yeah.
okay.
I'll be relaxed in December, I think.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, and then we have June, October, November, and then championships. So, including June, we have 3 more chances to draft more bots. Well, of course, including June because we haven't done the draft yet, so we don't know how that's going to go.
Yep.
So,
Right.
Okay, very cool. So that was our 5 in focus. Those were our 5 questions, and as everyone knows, the last segment that we have is our listener mailbox.
You've reached the voicemail of the Havoc Rundown. Please leave your message after the tone.
So it's time to open that mailbox and hear what is on all of your minds. So we got a question about for Dan, about June, about fantasy, about a whole bunch of stuff. We have a couple here. What is it? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So, Dan, as you know, because I think you've asked questions before, these are the questions that were asked on our Discord. And if you would like to ask any of our future guests that we announce any questions, just use our link tree that we'll say at the end, and that I also post whenever I post the episodes. And join our Discord, go to the mailbag, and you can ask a question whenever we announce the next guest. Ashley has been doing an amazing job putting up those whenever we have a guest, so she will post that in the mailbag, and then you'll be able to ask questions. So the first question we have is from Matt Lantry from Team Pandemonium. His first thing he says is not a question, just so you can tell Dan to stop sniping my fantasy picks. So Matt wants you to stop sniping his fantasy picks.
He does have a real question, though, I promise.
His real question...
Snipe every pick now.
He wants you to name 1 to 2 bots that went... He wants you to name 1 to 2 bots that went undrafted in fantasy at an event that killed it in points. So what are 1 to 2 bots that you wish that you drafted that ended up doing really well?
First one comes to mind is, of course, Bean Supreme. Because we should have seen this. Yeah.
We all should have seen that.
That one happening. A couple more. There was... I don't know if anyone got Dollar Store Punch, but it was kind of just like, it was a different version of Pipeline Punch, it seems like, which Pipeline Punch was Pipeline Punch does incredible. And so I wish that I had like seen that one in advance and been like, oh, this would have been great.
Made the connection.
So
Yeah.
Anthony actually got Dollar Store Punch in March, and that got him a nice solid 31 points off of Dollar Store Punch. So,
there we go.
I believe wasn't Dollar Store Punch like the same bot but with cheaper components or something like that?
yes,
I
and I'm
believe
pretty
that's
sure
what it was.
it was. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it did better than Counterpunch.
Yeah, it did.
during that event.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, better than Pipeline Punch. Yeah.
no, Pipeline Punch. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
There's
Okay, so
Being Supreme is such a good one.
yeah, it is.
Beam Supreme was crazy.
Such a good one.
So
Yeah.
Patrick
Big
from
run
Sad
match, yeah.
Octopus and Under Destruction, Cam and Nora's father that we talked to last episode said, because I love your 5 Fights blog, which fight, regardless of weight class, would you show someone to introduce them to the sport?
I feel like it kind of depends. It depends on the person you're talking to, because like some people are going to be swayed by like, this is just a really good fight. In that case, I think kind of the Sawblaze versus Minotaur from BattleBots last season, still one of my favorites, because there was so much drama, there was so much back and forth, and it was like, it felt like a very high level match, which it was. Then also, I think my favorite's Eruption versus Caldera from last year. That I think is my favorite fight ever. Because like, there's so much story going into it of like, oh, the first time they ever met at NHRL, and then also the fight is great. And like, oh, Eruption's wedge is ripped off. Oh, but it flops back into place. That's crazy. And yeah, that one was a wonderful match. But then if they just like the like wacky and fun side, then something like the Roper versus Roper grudge.
Yeah.
Like bonking each other on the head for 3 minutes was.
I was a driver for one of those.
Because Megan drove in that match.
Yeah, I
Nice.
drove the blue Roper and Thomas drove the pink Roper.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That was that match is so fun. That was the most I've ever heard any of the announcers laugh. Like it's such a
It was pretty great.
it was
So
one.
much joy.
But yeah. Or then if they just want to see like big fire, then show them a Dutch oven fight. And like,
Yeah.
kind of depends on the person.
I have to say, my favorite like drama and like really good fight to show people is Synthesis versus Booty Brigade.
Yep.
Fair.
That's like
fair, yeah.
super like
Right.
the storyline. Even when you just show somebody at the first time, like they instantly get the storyline. They instantly get the feeling on Corey's face and everything like that. And that match is insane. And people start getting to ask you questions like, why is there 2 bots on that team and 1 bot on that team? And you get to actually explain things to people and everything like that. And that was one of the best fights of all time,
For
in
sure.
my opinion, too.
Especially now that the minibot rule has been fixed, and so it can be like, oh, this was a loophole, and it's good now.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been fixed, but even that loophole, Corey defeated that loophole. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
No.
Hell yeah, he did.
Yeah, classic
So
underdogs. It's a good pick.
Nick from Crafty Cat says, hello Dan, I'm a big hockey fan and analytics becomes a bigger part of the game every year, and that seems to be a trend across all sports. Have you ever considered taking your data-filled mind and applying it to a more widespread sport as a job or alternative source of income? Or in general, do you see yourself using that skill in other walks of life?
I kind of like that the place this sport is at is that the stats are very new, and we're sort of figuring it out now what stats matter and what we should be tracking and what we can do with the data we have. And I think that is like, other sports are there to a certain degree, but I think it's the fact that this is so new is like, that's especially exciting to me. So that's part of the reason why like stats about this sport are particularly interesting to me, because it's like, I've been playing around with a bunch and it's like, oh, you can just make up ones, and you can like, this feels like something where I could actually come up with a stat that is useful and like helpful for understanding it. And I don't know that I could contribute to like a hockey or a baseball or one like that.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying, because baseballs are kind of already established. It's really hard to try and figure out an edge in baseball that hasn't already been thought of. So yeah, I get where you're coming from with that.
Like, you can Google a lot of stats about sports. You can't necessarily Google stats about what we see every month.
They just don't really, like, we get like win, loss, and KO and stuff, which are cool, but it's like we don't really have beyond that, and it's kind of fun to be in that place. Also, I don't know, my goal job is to like be a therapist. That's like what I went to school for and everything. So it's, I don't know, this is more of like this is really cool. Like, it sucked me in because it's cool, more than like, I want to do this. So it's, of course, it's like, I don't know, if this keeps developing and this is like a thing that I could do full time, then that's a different conversation. But
Robot therapist.
I'm sure there's people that need those.
Yeah.
how did you feel after that last fight?
Yeah.
I think I need one of those, actually.
Hey, spin-off podcast idea.
Do I interview the robots or the...
The amount of times I cry at NHRL can't be healthy.
Blend out your emotions.
Yeah, well, I was about to say, yeah, you wear your emotions on your sleeve, which is a good thing when you're as personable as you are. So,
Maybe
Alex
the rest of us should cry more, didn't it?
Alex pick
Never know.
simply said, "Win rotatinator."
When rotatinator.
I mean, technically now, like it pretty much works, but it pretty much worked last competition, and yeah, it's. I've gotten all the parts to work independently, and now I think it all works together. But I just need to, like, fully assemble it and drive it around and get practice. I'm hoping there's a Capture the Cube tournament in Boston this year, and I think it could be really fun to bring a bot that does this to a Capture the Cube tournament, because I feel like you could capture a lot of cubes that way.
Totally fair.
And then so it's just kind of a matter of, the answer, I guess, is soon. So soon TM.
Awesome.
Okay. And the last one we have is from your, all of our very good friend Tim, but your very good friend Tim from Chubby Unicorn. Now that you've graduated, what would be a fantasy job for you related to combat? I kind of already answers, but related to combat robotics, and what makes that job so exciting to you? And he said you've written a lot of articles trying to sort out the especially exciting fights and stories to tell people, what do you think makes for an exciting moment or story for a viewer? So kind of a two-part, like combat robotics job, which I think you already answered, and then what makes for an exciting moment or story for a viewer?
Exciting moment or story, I think, is mostly just, there's got to be some reason for you to get emotionally invested in, usually in the person who's winning, but sometimes in the person who's losing the fight. And so a lot of it is telling I think, telling the human story of like what these fights emotionally mean. Like with the Chainsaw Kitty tournament this last time, right? Like that there was so long that Keziah was like the best bot not to qualify and like just barely missed it, and then finally made it over that hump last year and got in, and then did okay in finals. And then like now it's finally to the point where she's like driving out of her mind and doing incredible, and like has finally won the dumpster. And so like I think I don't know, pulling people into that actual emotion that's like you were saying with the Synthesis v Booty Brigade, like that it's this like no-win scenario that Corey's thrown into, and it's like, well, do the best you can, and then he manages to win. That's crazy. Yeah, so it's just kind of, I don't know, any storytelling is kind of just get people to feel emotional about this, and people already feel emotional about it, so suck people into how the drivers feel. Yeah, that's my take on it, at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that.
I don't know.
Okay, cool. Well, that was our mailbag. So that is the end of the episode. Thank you, Dan, for coming on. I look forward. So next Tuesday, we're going to be doing the draft. I think you are sitting towards the middle, if I remember correctly. I know Ryan's at the end, right? Yeah.
That's all we know.
Ryan's at the bottom for, I think, pretty much everything. I think you're like number 3 for 30s.
Nope, I'm all the way at the bottom. I'm at the bottom for everything.
You skipped the
it's
Kratos trick.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. It's the second beataweight pick you're at the top for, because you're at the bottom for the first pick.
He's at the bottom.
Well, because it's a snake. It's a snake, and I'm at the bottom of one, so I'm at the top of the next one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm
So,
looking
that'll be
forward to
fun.
it. It's going to be good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that thank you, Dan, for coming on. That's a wrap for this episode of Havoc Rundown. Big thanks to Dan for joining us and giving us a peek behind the curtain of a fantasy league frontrunner. Don't forget, you can find all of our links in one place at linktr.ee/Havoc Rundown. Again, that's linktr.ee/Havoc Rundown. Join our Discord to talk bots, grab some merch on Bonfire, and follow us across the socials to keep up with all the combat robot chaos. We'll be back after the June event with a full recap. Until then, keep the bots spinning and the draft picks winning. Everyone say goodbye to our listeners.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thomas, say goodbye.
Bye.